the Psyche artist story, as you can see. Yeah, so let's start now. This story features significant plot developments into the Abyss story pack. Primordial Swamp, where all terra of the night world converges in this version new. On one side of the swamp, two shadowy figures move in tandem. Mama near, hey, she looks odd. The smaller of the two walks ahead, humming a tune. Swinging a crimson-tipped spear as tall as herself, she looks every bit of an adorable little girl. Judging by her appearance alone, one would never guess that she is the ruler of the undead in Taros, land of the dead, one of the absolute monarchs of the night world. What a nice change of pace. I've been buried in the Taros City expansion project for so long I haven't been outside in ages. Nothing beats breathing in the fresh outdoor air. You excited too, Octavius? I mean, it's been so long since our last outing. Brrr. Wait, is that a literal, like a kraken or octopus? Life form behind her responds as if in agreement. The creature, called Octavius, glides after Mamonir on his 8 legs. What the fuck? A giant octopus fiend born from the Dead Sea of Taros. Mamonir always keeps him by her side. Haven't been outside in a while either, have you, adjutant? Mamonir walks ahead, tossing a question over her shoulder. No answer comes for quite some time. Adjutant? Lady Mamonir, undead adjutant. Just then she hears a faint cry. The cry comes from someplace far behind, a place obscured by the swamp's fog. Lady Mamonir, wait for me! Soon the adjutant, who had been following Mamonir, comes scrambling up to her. There you are. I finally caught up. Sorry about that. It's been so long since our last outing and I got carried away. I didn't even stop to check if you were keeping up. You've been swamped helping the city expansion project too. You haven't had a moment to breathe. Well, doesn't it feel great to finally be outside? I feel like death. Oh no, we can't start off like this. Octavius, grab hold of her. Octavius? Ooh, wait, not that again. Lady Mamonir, I'm fine. Octavius wraps his leg around Mamonir's adjutant and lifts her up. Octavius' legs feel so... Well, doesn't that feel better? Now then, let's keep going. So Mamonir, the adjutant, and Octavius set off once more, heading deeper into the primordial swamp. Mamonir and Octavius continue on leisurely the whole way, but the adjutant soon feels the wind whipping against her face. Seeing Mamonir effortlessly maintain the pace that she couldn't even match at full sprint, the adjutant murmurs to herself, "You really amaze me, Lady Mamonir. Why the sudden flattery? Of all the undead, you're strongest, the smartest, and the most committed to our people. The reason you're pushing for the city expansion plan in the first place is because you want more undead to live comfortable lives. No undead could ever compare to you, Lady Mamonir. Isn't it hard keeping it with me? Of course it's hard. My feet are killing me. Okay, now you've been a little too honest. But it's worth it. Heh. Your feet are killing you, huh? Kinda strange hearing an undead say that. Still, things might get a little easier from now on. That's funny. Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm on my way to meet the undead who might be able to help me. You know, the way you helped me. Octavius, let's pick up the pace. Ah. After racing through the fog for some time, Mamonir, Octavius, and the adjutant finally reached the deepest part of the primordial swamp. Oh, whoops. Only then does Octavius set the adjutant down on the ground. The adjutant staggers for a while before finally finding her footing. Phew, that's better. This is the heart of the swamp, the place where undead are reborn. That's right. I'm here to see an undead. one still retaining memories from their past life. Memories from their past life? But those reborn as undead don't retain memories from the past life, do they? Most don't. But sometimes in the process of death and rebirth, the intense obsessions, desires of a person's past life remain with them instead of scattering to terra. Interesting. That's what happened to me too. So that's why she looks hot and not like undead. Ah, there it is. Mamanir and the Jotun walk toward the center of the swamp. There are several undead pulling out newly reborn undead from the middle of the swamp. Mamanir approaches one of them and asks, "Where's the undead? You know, the one." "The Lady Mamanir. To think you would come in person, it's an honor. Let's get the formalities. Take me to the one." "Yes, right this way." Next to the facility, where newly emerged undead were being washed and clothed. There is a small clearing where a certain undead is huddled under a blanket. "Is this the one?" "It doesn't look like she's been dressed yet. Why haven't you washed and dressed her?" "Well, whenever I try to get close, she curls up and won't budge. She's incredibly strong too. We couldn't even pry off a single arm. We had no choice but to cover her with the blanket we found nearby, but now she won't give it back either." "Oh, it's pallet." Small undead clutches the blanket even tighter. She must really like that blanket. Mamanir steps closer to the undead wrapped in the blanket. "So, what's your name?" "Pallet?" "Nice to meet you, Pallet. I'm Mamanir. I heard you still have memories from your past. Anything you remember?" "Anything at all? Where you lived, what you did, what you liked." "What? I liked?" "But painting. 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 I want to paint." "Magenta, let's take this one with us." "Where are you planning to take her?" "You'll see when we get there." Octavius grabbed the child. No. Pallet curls up into a ball, the blanket clutched tightly in her hand, but Octavius wraps his legs around Pallet, blanket all. Mamanir the Juntin and Octavius, legs that are carrying Pallet, leave the primordial swamp and head for the city of Taros. Before long, they arrive at an old art gallery located in the outskirts of the city. "This is the Black Gallery." "That's right." Octavius put the child down. Where are we?" "This is the Black Gallery. This place was built by the one who ruled Taros before me. He gathered artwork from all over the night world to display here. No one maintains it anymore. It's above the gallery and the artwork are in terrible condition." Pallet slowly walks forward and stops in front of a painting hanging on one of the walls. Then pulling back the blanket she clutched over her head, she begins to examine the painting closely. "You think you can restore this painting?" "Yeah?" "Good. But just to cancel the part of the city expansion plan that calls for demolishing this gallery. I'm going to restore this gallery to its former state." "What's the expansion project? What's your lifelong dream, Lady Mamanir?" "My dream is for the undead to live better lives in a better environment, while being looked down on by the other races of the night world. If we can save this gallery, it wouldn't be a perfect place for the cultural education of the undead. You seen this child can really restore all these paintings here?" "She can do it, can't you?" Without taking her eyes off the painting, Pallet quickly nods. And so Pallet joins the gallery restoration project. Due to resentment. Years go by since Pallet's emergence at the swamp. Furnished with the paintings Pallet has restored. Wait, who's that? Yo, we got some ladies here on the painting, look hot. Furnished with the paintings Pallet has restored, the gallery is finally starting to come together. Meanwhile, the past exhibition area is filled with scattered paints and paper. The sea, faded and moss-eaten, is coming back to life at the fingertips of a girl wrapped in a blanket. On canvas, weathered by age, is a deep blue sea. Pallet's paint fills in the frayed section at the center. As the sea regains its original form, Stevie Geiger fills with the size of swells in the ocean. Jesus Christ. There, it's finished. Damn, Paolo looks gorgeous. There, it's finished. Having completed her work, Paolo sets down her brush with a satisfied smile. Oh, you're done with the restoration already? Eek. Paolo must have been focused because she gives a start the voice coming from behind her. If she hadn't already set down her brush, she would have ruined the painting. Jitten, I told you not to barge in and scare me like that. Sorry, Palette. You seem so engrossed, I was just going to quietly drop off the supplies, but I ended up talking to you despite myself. By the way, what's with this briny smell? It seems to be coming from that painting. I think I hear a wave splashing too. Palette looks at the painting she just completed. It's a painting of the sea. That's the sea? But the sea in the night world is pitch black, not blue like that. No, that's because it's not the sea of the night world. This is the sea from the surface world. Juten tilts her head in confusion. How did the person who painted the original know what the sea from the surface world looks like? I don't know. Maybe someone who drifted here during the war painted it, or someone who had been to the surface. Juten steps closer to the painting and examines it from different angles before gasping it all. Wow. You've done a wonderful job restoring this one too. All that's left is to hang it in the Black Gallery. I still can't believe it. I mean, the original painter might have seen the sea, but you haven't. How'd you paint it so perfectly? Palette gently closes her eyes, as if envisioning a scene. I tried to imagine the exact moment of painting's depicting, through its colors and textures. When I do that, the painting reveals its true form to me. All I have to do is paint the shapes before me and fill them with colors. When I lose myself in my work, before I know it, the painting is complete. So you're saying there's some kind of magic in a brush that makes it paint automatically? Anyway, these are the pieces Lady Mamonier requested this time. The Juten represents the paintings she has been carrying at her waist. The paintings are faded with age, warped from water damage, or torn and frayed in places. These ones are pretty badly damaged. Think you can handle them? Palette takes the paintings from the Juten. I can. I haven't had any problems so far. It shouldn't be difficult. Alright, I'm counting on you. Do you need anything else? Palette shakes her head. Oh, by the way, Lady Mamonier was pleased. You know how you illustrated Lady Mamonier's manual and tactics so that I can understand it. She said your art helped them feel things that were hard to explain with words, and she added that a single experience is worth more than 100 explanations. Lady Mamonier. At the mention of Mamonier's name, a small tinge of respect and admiration spreads across Palette's lips. If it weren't for her, I wouldn't be who I am today. Same here. Without Lady Mamonier's hard work, we undead would never have enjoyed this peace and security. For me, there's more to it than that. Out of all those undead, no, out of everyone in the entire night world, Lady Mamonier is the only one who truly sees my worth. I'll never forget what she said to me. Palette, your paintings really are something. Everything in them seems so alive, as if they're moving and making sounds. Your paintings have the power to stir the senses of those who see them. Some might say you make people see and hear things that aren't there. Others say you breathe life into your paintings. Your ability is exactly what Taros needs. She said all that to me, which is why I need to work hard. I'm not going to disappoint Lady Mamonier. Right, I feel the same way. Anyway, Palette, I should get going. There's an issue at the gallery I need to take care of. After the Jenten leaves, Palette stares intently at the completed restoration and murmurs to herself. I'll turn everything into something Lady Mamonier will be satisfied with. If I keep getting more and more recognition, someday in the Black Gallery, a real piece of my own work will hang, not just a restoration. She wants a piece of actual work. He got that, Palette. I'm going to bring this abandoned gallery back to life and turn it into a place to educate and cultivate undead. The undead are weak and dim-witted. That's an undeniable fact. Asking them to grasp all this extensive history and knowledge will be a tall order. But through your paintings, even the undead will be able to experience and feel many things. History of the night world, all kinds of information, and battlefields infused with my strategies and tactics. Your paintings will serve as a guide that Taros cannot do without. To achieve that, we first need to restore this gallery. Yes, Lady Mamonir. But Lady Mamonir would do anything. She's the only person who saw my worth. Ballad. Juten, you scared me. Sorry, I kept calling you, but you wouldn't answer. More importantly, I came to give you some good news today. Good news? Yes, the restoration of all the existing artwork is finally complete. Lady Mamonir is very pleased and has given you a new assignment. She said it's time to paint something new. Really? Before she knows it, Paula swings forward, just clutches the Juten's hands her own. She's really asking me to paint something new? Me? That's right, she wants to commission a painting from you. A painting related to the history of the night world. Hehehe. Seem really happy. I don't think I've ever seen you this excited. Of course, Lady Mamonir acknowledged me in my paintings. So what do I have to paint? Greatest monarchs in the history of the night world. You know, it's mainly rulers. Of course, the will of Taros should be painted as Lady Mamonir. Lady Mamonir asked for the painting to be done realistically. Understood? If you start interpreting things your own way... Uh-oh. Just leave it to me, I won't disappoint her. I'll paint Lady Mamonir greater and no one knows. Like this. Her assignment, palette and willingly swings the brush she's holding in the air. Juten collapses with a sudden cry. Juten, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I think a few drops of paint just splashed off on the brush and it really hurt. I also felt a strange sense of joy and excitement, just like you did when you were swinging that brush. Maybe it's part of your ability. What? What do I do? Don't worry, I don't think it's a bad thing. That ability is probably what makes your painting so lifelike. Just don't swing your brush with that much emotion like you just did. If you accidentally end up using that power, you're bound to cause an accident. Got it? Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Now then, shall I get started? After that, palette holds up in the studio, painting for days on end. Painting the rulers of the five nations who reign over the barren lands of the night world, including Mamonir. Sometime later. Palette? Yes, Lady Mamonir. You're not startled, though Jones said you would be. That's strange, she always gets so startled when I approach her. Could I hear his footsteps? I could hear your footsteps in the distance, Lady Mamonir. I knew you were coming, so I was waiting for you. Well, alright, if you were waiting for me, that must mean you're confident. Of course, please come this way. Palette leaves Mamonir and jumps into a large canvas set up in the corner of the studio. I wanted you to be the first to see it, so I covered it with a cloth. Now that I present to you... Swish, plop. The cloth comes undone and falls to the floor, revealing the painting. What do you think, Lady Mamonir? You have no idea how much I poured into this, all to live up to your expectations. I worked day and night. I didn't even stop to eat. Why did the painting turn out like this? Lady Mamonir? Do you not like it? Did I do a bad job? That's not it. It's a fine painting, there's no question about it. It's just not the painting I asked for. Adjutant? Yes, Lady Mamonir. Did you convey my instructions to Palette exactly as instructed? Yes, I did. Why did the painting turn out like this? That's... Adjutant turns her head and looks at the painting. And at that moment, she holds her breath despite herself, overwhelmed by the imposing presence of the painting. The rulers of the night world are depicted kneeling, with a towering Mamoneer looking down upon them. Oh. The painting is grand and majestic. Mamoneer's gaze cast over the other rulers overflows with charisma. The other rulers are not portrayed as weak or pathetic. They're simply depicted submitting to Mamoneer reverence. The junta realizes that no artwork she has ever encountered in her life has such dynamism and power. She also realizes that the painting Paula requested is far from the realistic depiction Mamoneer had requested. Pretty sure I asked for a realistic painting, but what you painted is nothing like reality. My apologies, Lady Mamoneer. Must not have conveyed your instructions properly. Palette, what are you doing? Quick, apologize. But I just wanted to show Lady Mamoneer's greatness. I thought if I did this, everyone would see it. I didn't do anything wrong. Palette, hurry. I'm sorry, Lady Mamoneer. It's fine. The painting can always be redone. I suppose it was my mistake for not giving you instructions directly in the first place. Palette, I like you to paint it realistically. There's no need to make me stand out. The rulers of the night world are equals. Mamoneer's voice gradually goes quieter and more distant. Now as restoring artwork, no one ever complained about my work. But the moment I paint something of my own, it told me I did it wrong. I was only painting what inspired me. It can't be helped. Lady Mamoneer took me in after all. I have to paint what Lady Mamoneer wants. What time is it? Declaration in the Mist. A few days later at the Black Gallery. Paula is once again working on the painting Mamoneer requested. Palette, it's me again. Yeah, Jeten. You're not starter anymore? Yeah, I didn't listen to you before, and Lady Mamoneer scolded me for it. I think I was too absorbed in my painting. That's good to hear. You've been so lost on your work, I was pretty worried, actually. Lady Mamoneer asked me to keep an eye on you, but seeing you now, I don't think I need to worry. Well, what is that, Junton? Is there something wrong with my painting again? No, you're doing a great job. It's just like Lady Mamoneer requested. But the Junton rests her chin on her head, looking puzzled. It's different from the paintings you usually do. Different? Yeah, your paintings always had this raw, almost lifelike quality to them. This one feels bland, I guess. No, it's still a wonderful and impressive painting. It's realistic like Lady Mamoneer wanted. You're doing a great job, Paula. If you keep this up, Lady Mamoneer will be pleased. The painting is coming along fine, so I won't bother you anymore. What's that the Jetson leaves the studio? Still wonderful and impressive, huh? That's just another way of saying it's not. Left alone, Paula bursts herself deep under her blanket until she can no longer see anything. That's when. What the? It's just a boring old painting. I came all this way because I heard her art was amazing. Inside Paula's mind, voices began to surface one by one. These are memories from Paula's past life. Before she was reborn as an undead, faint was still lingering. Got famous and choked, huh? Probably ditched the risky stuff to play it safe. It's mediocre at best, not as too conscious of the public. No explosive energy, no life. A forgettable piece you can hang anywhere and no one would notice. Artists who paint like this are a dime a dozen, and here I thought I finally found a real artist. Stop it. I did everything you wanted. You said my paintings were weird, that you couldn't understand them. You rejected art I loved, so I painted to decide to paint for your love, and now you call my work forgettable. It's because of you, all of you, that I had no choice but to die. Oh wow. I thought being reborn as an undead would make things better. at least better than before, but why did the painting turn like this? This one feels bland, I guess. Nothing's ever good enough. What do you even want from me? Uh-oh. The palette cries out with a seething voice. The voice is turning her head, falls silent. But then it happens. No. No. I'm sorry, please come back. Look at me. Look at my paintings. You can hate them. I don't care. Just please. I feel like I'm going to die. I feel like I'm going to die again because I can't stand myself. Jesus Christ. That's alright. I'm watching over you. Who's that? Palette's eyes snap open. It's a voice both foreign yet calm. Serene yet mystical. Ah, I see. The voice seems to come from inside her head, yet also from somewhere outside. Caught in a spatial paradox, Palette feels the world begin to warp. It's as if the entire world is filled with that voice. Who are you? I am the one who will embrace you, the one who loves you and accepts your pain. I have watched over you for a very long time. I have always loved you, even before your death. You're lying. If you were watching over me before I died, why didn't you stop me? Why did you let me die? Do you have an idea how scared I was? Your art can only bloom through fear. Fear is your nourishment. Interesting. What? Your art is more precious than your own life. It is your reason for living, your purpose. For the sake of your art, I have no choice but to watch over your suffering. Do not push your fear away. Keep it close and listen to it. That pain in your heart will surely blossom into beautiful art. Like a muffled, fading echo, the voice lingers beside Palette for a moment and vanishes without a trace. Palette springs to her feet and looks around. The studio is still filled with silence. But something is different. Palette quietly gazes at the painting she's been working on. Without skipping a beat, she rips the canvas apart with a swing of her hands. Channeling my fear. That's the key. I'll need to redo the painting. It will be a realistic painting like Lady Mamonir wanted, and lifelike too, like Junta wanted. I'll paint it with all the anguish of my soul. Oh, interesting. Security. A few days and Palette's new painting is completed. Mamonir visits the gallery to see the finished work. As Mamonir looks upon Palette's finished painting, she finds herself momentarily at a loss for words. The composition and subject are realistic, and nothing seems particularly out of place. Yet the longer Mamonir gazes at the painting, the more she feels a crushing weight on her chest, along with an inexplicable excitement and fear. What is this painting? Is this fear that I'm feeling? It's not the painting itself that frightens me, it's more like the mind of the one who painted is flowing into me. Oh well? Oh, alright. The composition is packed with so much detail, you can feel the grandeur of the monarchs. I can't believe you were able to capture all this detail. You did an excellent job, pal. Thank you, Lady Mamonir. I'm going to put everything into painting for you. So, what should I paint next? About that. The Jutta told me you seem to be struggling while working on this painting. Now that I think about it, you've been working hard for me this past few years, but I don't think I've ever given you a proper break. So I was thinking of giving you some time off. Vacation? You're giving me a vacation? Yeah, it's time to spend freely, with no assignments. What are you looking forward to doing most? You mean I can do anything I want? Then could I paint the things I really want to paint? You want to paint? Even during your time off? Are you sure? I've heard you've been under a lot of pressure lately. Painting's all I have. Painting's what I do more than anything else. And if it's okay with you, Lady Mamonir, maybe my paintings could be displayed in the gallery? Of course we can display them in the gallery. Well, then I have matters to attend to. I'll be on my way. Oh, Jotun, make sure to display this painting to rulers on the largest wall in the gallery. Mimir saunters out of the gallery. Alright, time to hang in the painting. Adjutant! Pallet throws her arms around the adjutant. I can't breathe, Pallet. Thank you, Adjutant, for giving me the chance to paint whatever I want. All I did was bring it up. Later, Mimir is the one who decided on it. Anyway, I'm going to hang this painting. You think about what you want to paint. Okay. Even after the adjutant leaves with the painting, Pallet wanders the studio, still searching with excitement. What should I paint? Maybe a place in the night world. The surface world seems to have a lot of beautiful places too. It might be fun to paint something I've seen in other paintings. No, maybe I should paint something entirely of my own, something that doesn't exist in this world. As a blissful smile, Paula loses herself in thoughts of painting something truly her own. A few days later, at the borderlands on the outskirts of Taros. This isn't good. When the place shrouded was a mysterious mist. Mimir finds herself surrounded by undead, weapons trained on her. I can't assess the situation after an undead patrolling the border went missing, but I didn't expect this. The suspicious mist might be the cause. Either way, I'm not going to spare a bunch of traitors who raise their weapons against me. Mimir swings his spear and strikes down all the undead surrounding her. What just happened? My body feels heavy. My mind feels clouded. That means you've entered Mother's domain. Mimir tries to point her spear toward the voice, but she can't tell what's coming from. The mist grows thicker, and only the mysterious, cheerful voice rings out with remarkable clarity. Within Mother's embrace, people lose themselves, and they begin to follow Mother's voice. And of course, the same goes for you. So you do know who you're talking to, right? I'm not just another undead. I'm a monarch of the night world. Some measly mist is going to be enough to control me. Show yourself. I'll run you through with this spear. If I could step out, I would punish that insolent mouse of yours. But I have bridal lessons I've been putting off, so I suggest a declaration of war over West as soon as possible. Declaration of war? Yes, in the near future, we, the Reveries, will seize the 5 nations of the night world and offer them to Mother. And by Mother's will, we'll strike you down head-on in the battlefield, but you, rulers of the night world, stand rest assured. That's interesting. Why would Mother do that? Lady Mimir, a genius strategist who united the undead of Taros. I look forward to seeing what strategy you devise to stop us. I suppose that should suffice for a declaration of war. Finally, I should hurry to my bridal lessons. Wait, hold on. If you think you can declare war in front of me and walk away unscathed, clingy women don't make good brides, don't you know? Dahlia, drive her out. At that moment, a white ball shoots out from the mist toward Mimir. Mimir raises his spear just in time to block the attack, but the impact still hurls her into the air. It was a single blow. Mimir is driven back, forced out of the dense mist that stretches for hundreds of meters. Damn it! If it weren't for that strange mist. Mimir rises into the mist once more, but stops short. Calm down and think, Mimir. The enemy said they'd take every nation in the night world. To pull that off, there would have to be more than just a few of them. The mist makes it hard to use my strength or my wits. Fighting now would be foolish. I'll head back, plan a strategy, and prepare for war. Leaving the spreading mist behind, Mimir races directly back to the gallery in Taros. All the while, the voice from the mist and memories of her attacker replay endlessly in her mind. Mother, Reveries. One called Dolly who attacked me must be one of the Reveries. I don't know how many of them there are, but one thing's certain. Fighting that mist, even a monarch of the night world can't be sure of victory. The moment Mimir reaches the gallery, she throws open her door and heads for Pallet's studio. Pallet, adjutant! Lady Mimir. Perfect timing, I was about to get started in the painting I had in mind. I have a job for you, right now. Right now? Your vacation is cancelled. The situation is urgent. We need to move now and prepare training materials for the undead. This will be Terra's largest operation to date. The plan is complex, so Paula, you will need to draw tactical diagrams that even the undead can follow. Adjutant, you diagram the tactics I explained. How Paula draw them. Oh, and we need to summon every undead in Taros. Every undead? So you're preparing for war? Understood. I'll begin at once. I don't want to. What? I was promised a vacation. I already thought of what I wanted to pay. If not now, I might never get the chance. No, I know you're disappointed, but I need your help right now. Time is of the essence. But my painting... Palette? Memories roar terrors through the studio, so fierce that the walls seem to tremble. I have no time to waste on your little painting game. Palette, Lady Mamonet wouldn't speak so urgently without good reason. Let's help her first. Once it's done, I'm sure she'll give you your vacation back. I understand, Lady Mamonet. Palette, prepare a canvas, large enough for hundreds to see. Adjutant, follow me. I'll brief you on the key points of the tactics, so commit them to memory. Yes, Lady Mamonet. Mamonet hurries out of the studio with the adjutant. And then... Painting game? Painting game? So my paintings were just a game to her all along? I knew it. No one will ever accept me. Take you a while to catch on. You're right. No one will ever care about your paintings. Stop. You would never star material to begin with. A spark that never caught. That's all that's all you were. I said stop. Palette crumples to the floor. Her body begins to shake. I don't want to be abandoned and forgotten ever again. Please, someone save me. Palette remains on the floor, trembling helplessly as waves of anxiety wash over her. Was that anyone noticing? The paintings in the gallery tremble ever so slightly, as if echoing her state. Okay guys, I think I'll hold off until next time, since the new story is gonna come out anyway. Yeah. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Oh, take care. Peace. Oh man, I have to get ready for work. Alright guys.